Good morning. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? I am 3 weeks post strabismus surgery at the time of filming today. We're at February 1st. So, first day of prep. To be honest, it's been kind of boring these last few weeks. During recovery, there wasn't a whole lot going on other than a few seminars that I have attended. But since today is the first day of prep, I thought it'd be a good idea to document everything, fill you in on some things, and give you updates of things to come. So follow along with me, my first day of prep. So what show am I prepping for exactly? Honestly, I'm not even sure myself. I would like to do a show starting May, give or take a few weeks, before or after, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna rush into anything. I got the whole season ahead. There's so many shows on the IFBB Pro list that I have my eye on, both eyes on, that, I can do. The great thing is, I can go wherever I want with shows. I can do whatever show I want. I'm a free bird. Nothing's holding me back, really. I have amazing sponsors that take care of everything. Shout out to High Tech Pharma. You guys are the best. But yeah, I can go anywhere I want, do any show I want. I'm not going to rush into anything. But I will say, I'm starting prep a little sooner than usual. I usually wouldn't do it this long of a prep, but I did get a little softer than I usually do. I don't know what my weight is. Honestly, I haven't weighed myself in a while, but I do know I'm a bit softer, which I was expecting to happen anyway, because during my strabismus eye surgery, I had to take some weeks off from the gym and kind of just ease back into it, which, by the way, I've been getting questions, very valid question. Why do I have to take time off from the gym from my eyes, right? What do your eyes have to do with your body parts? That's a really good question. So from my understanding, the blood vessels in the eye are very delicate, very, very delicate, okay? And they're in a very vulnerable state since they were my muscle in my eye was getting chopped and everything. And my eye is still very red, as you can see. So it's still healing. But any activity that would raise blood pressure, heart rate, or just put pressure on the eye in general, there's a risk of destroying your blood vessels that way, right? Which then my eye wouldn't recover properly. So think about any time like you're lifting and you make the face, right? That from my eye, I could bust a blood vessel very, very easily with any intense heavy movements or raising my heart rate too much when they're very vulnerable right now. I mean, people bust blood vessels even when they don't have eye surgery, right? So I didn't want to risk ruining my surgery or recovery. I just got my stitches removed in my eye like 2 days ago. It feels so much better. Oh my gosh. It was the stitches weren't dissolving as quickly as I would have liked, and it just felt like a big eyelash stuck in my eye for 3 weeks, and I couldn't even itch it or take it out. But stitches are out now, but I still have to wear glasses for a few more weeks. The surface on my eye is still uneven on the white part of my eye. So it's like bumpy, right? Kind of like how a scab would be bumpy, but there's no way it can scab over on your eye because it's a moist area. Don't you guys like that word moist? It's a moist area. So it's kind of like a wet scab, I guess is the best way to describe it. But backtracking just a bit, because I can't assume everyone knew I got strabismus eye surgery or even know what it is. But I got my second strabismus eye surgery 3 weeks ago. So basically, I was experiencing double vision for years. I got my first surgery done in both eyes in 2020. And unfortunately, this eye recessed and I had to get it done again just a few weeks ago. But I knew I had to get it redone again because a year after my first surgery, I was noticing, oh shoot, I'm starting to get that double vision again. And then the double vision got worse and worse, and then it was 24/7 double vision, and then anything past like 3 feet, double, 24/7 double vision. So I kept putting it off for years, about 3 years, because I had good vision for like 1 year and then it went back. But so I kept putting it off until finally I'm like, I gotta get this done. So I just waited till my season was over with last year, and then the beginning of this year, I got it done again. So that's why I'm not on the Arnold list. I didn't apply for the Arnold Bikini International this year, which was a bummer. Not because I didn't think my eye was going to be recovered in time. My eye would be recovered in time. It's just the weeks off from training that I would have to take. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make up for, 3 weeks of either no training or minimal training. So better just to not apply, because unlike the other shows during the year, the Arnold Olympia, you have to turn in your contract way ahead of time, months ahead of time, right? So I was not sure if I would be recovered. So just to play it safe, or I shouldn't say recovered, I didn't know if I would be able to make up for the lost time, there we go, of training. So just to be on the safe side, I didn't apply or put in. So that's why you're not gonna see me on lists. It's gonna be I'm gonna be a little sad the weekend of the Arnold, because that is the show that I love to do, but it's for the best and I need to get this done eventually. I kept putting it off. So yeah, but hey, I've got the whole season ahead of shows galore that I can do. So although I didn't make progress in these last few weeks, I do like to think of it as just recharging my battery, right? Sleeping as much as possible, relaxing, recovering, all that good stuff. So yeah, so this is kind of fun to see. Funny, I should say. If you're wondering how I drove double vision, it's because I had, instead of these lenses, which are already quite thick on the sides, because I'm negative 6.5, so my eyes are quite bad. I thought they were negative 5.5, but when I got them checked, they were negative 6.5. So my vision itself is pretty bad. I'm nearsighted, which, by the way, my strabismus eye surgery does not correct my vision prescription, only my double vision. But if you're wondering how I drove, I used these glasses, but I put these in. Look how thick that is. You can't do cardio with these. These actually made my nose hurt because they're so thick and heavy, because my prescription plus the prism. So they made, I never really wore them in front of people because they made my eyes like distorted. But whew, these ones are so much lighter. So this is breakfast, 1 cup vanilla MuscleEgg, link in description, sugar-free syrup, and when I'm in season, which I officially am now, I'll usually do some sort of high-tech pharma fat burner energy enhancer. Today I'm using Cognisport. I'm not going to show all my meals that I'm going to eat today. It's going to be a little time consuming to do that. But if you want a what I eat in a day video, let me know. I can do that another time. But I will talk about what my diet has been like these past few months of off season. Honestly, more of an intuitive eating situation. I would like to say on average, probably about 17 to 1800 calories if I were to guess. Sometimes it was less, sometimes it was a little bit more. And one thing I would like to say is I made sure, if anything, I got my protein in each day. The most important macro, whether you're in season or off season. And I would also like to note, I didn't eat if I wasn't hungry. I think a big mistake people do, especially in the off season, is they eat when they're not hungry because they think they should, or just because it's out of habit, or maybe because they're bored. And I think that can brew up some bad habits if you think that you need to eat when you're not hungry. So I always say, don't force feed yourself. Listen to your body. If you're hungry, eat. If you're not, don't, okay? But everyone has a different, I guess, method for their diets. This is one that just works for me. I would also like to say, if you're a person that gets a little out of control with their food, especially in the off season, maybe intuitive eating isn't for you, but I'm just sharing my experience, what I do. So take it or leave it. Guess where I'm walking to? You're not gonna believe it. I'm walking to the gym to do cardio. I have not done cardio since a week before the Olympiad. So that's been like 3 months. I'm gonna start out with 20 minutes on step mill, walking to and from the gym, which is a mile walk each way about. So yeah, woo, it's gonna be fun. So here I'm training with the stim machine. I like to do this once per week. And if you were wondering what my training has been like lately, I took a few weeks off from the gym altogether, then eased back into it. I was at 4 or 5 days, and now hopefully that I'm feeling better, I can bump that to about 6. Gotta start my posing practice sooner than later. And to be honest, gosh, it feels so weird with this new vision I have. You know, I'm used to seeing one way for such a long period of time. And now that my vision is different, it's like my spatial awareness is a little bit off. But I'm getting better at it. More posing to come. More posing is certainly needed. That is for sure. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will try to be better at posting on YouTube. No promises, though. See you in the next one.